Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Is our live free sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, this is Brian Bitler. Brad Francis. James Clark joins us. Jay Briggs is signing in. We had to get him his new password. He'll be ready to go. Jovan Burts. And we have Al Ninos. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Bitler, Briggs, Francis, Burts, Ninos, Clark. And then I will close this one out. All right, guys. So a little delay start. New look here on the drive-thru, trying to get everybody all situated here with their passwords and whatnot. So we'll get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does great work up there. Here, got a new control as well, so just bear with me here for the next couple of days as I get accustomed to this new look. Brian, what's happening?
Oh, not much. I'm ready for another big week here. Looking forward to giving out some free winners today. Nice weekend, definitely.
Yeah, it should be a really good weekend. Yeah, you've been putting some pretty good numbers together over at Pick Dogs. You top the leaderboard. So tonight, we're going to the NBA here, as we got the Kings here to host the Suns. Phoenix here, a point favorite, total 232.
Yeah, for me here, I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings on the money line tonight in late NBA action between the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings. Kings, very streaky team over the years, and they've dropped 2 straight games. But like I've said before, I see the Sacramento Kings as the Baltimore Orioles of the NBA. I think you're going to continue to see Sacramento Kings improve as the season goes on. The Suns come in 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 Monday games, and the Suns are just 1-6 against the spread. Last 7 games following a straight-up win. Kings have been one of the better cover teams in the NBA this year. They're 10-4 last 14 games overall. These two teams, when they've matched up, the Kings have covered 4 of the last 5 Kings-Suns matchups. So for me, I'm going to take the Sacramento Kings tonight on the money line.
All right, we got Brian here on record here with the Sacramento Kings here, as he's going to be taking the Kings here, +1 here against the Phoenix Suns. You know, it's hard to argue that one because, I really was tracking this Suns team when Chris Paul went down. Remember, he went down in that Philadelphia, on that road trip, right? When he started that 4-game road trip, Paul went down, and at last check, it looks like he was still out of this game, and I believe that's still the case, that he was out. Crowder, Johnson, Paul out, and Sacramento still a clean. I don't know what they're doing. Somebody needs to go out there and bottle it, because again, another clean injury report here for the Sacramento Kings, which is something you very rarely see in the NBA. And how many times we've seen this, right?
If you compare the Sacramento Kings to the LA Lakers injury report, just night and day, every day on the Lakers, you'll see LeBron James and Davis, a host of other guys. But the Sacramento Kings, a clean injury report almost every night.
Yeah, almost every night. That kind of helps with their success. But I was going to mention here, I really tracked this Suns team when Paul went down. The defense has really gone south for this Phoenix Suns team. In Paul's absence on the road, the Suns sit 29th in defensive efficiency. They're giving up 120 points per 100 possessions, a -5 rating. The Kings second in offensive efficiency on their home court, 122 points per 100 possessions, a +6.2 net rating. This Kings team has been really good on their home court.
And they definitely, the Kings are also good at putting up points. They could put up 130 on any given night, or at least the high 120s. And I think if the Suns want to win this game, they need to play some defense. And I just, I think this is a year where the Kings are going to make the playoffs, and these are the type of games they need to win, home games against a division rival like the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, no doubt about that here. We've got Brian here on the Kings here, +1 here against the Phoenix Suns. This one will have a start time here of 10 p.m. Eastern time, one of those late night games. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. As they said, you put up some really good numbers here over at Pick Dogs. 1,692 units of profit the last 3 days. That is all documented. Pretty good board here from the NBA tonight. Some hockey, some college basketball as well. The NFL game. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I'll tell you, the best bet for everybody is my $15 titanium play. That's in the NFL tonight. I'm 69-38, 65%. That's over 107 $15 picks. So head on over to Pick Dogs to get that one, or you can get my it's not my NBA, it's my basketball 3-pack tonight All three plays are in the NBA. That's for $50, also at pickdogs.com. And now's the time to get on board that long-term package because I do 5 plays a day. We got tons of sports going on. I dive into hockey. I got a hockey play tonight also for sale.
That's right, guys. Get on board here. With Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. Been doing great results as you see here over the last 30 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs from 1,619 units of profit last 30 days. Also showing profit for this year. The last 7 days, Brian does have a Monday night titanium wager up on the board right now. Get on board. $15 credit guarantee on this pick right now over at Pick Dogs. Also, a titanium. We mentioned that titanium wager. Brian's also in here with an NHL pound zone. Also has a 3-pack right now here from the NBA, so get on board. But here we are here on a Monday. Good time to get on board here with Brian's 7-day all sports pass. Get all of Brian Bitler's premium plays here for the next 7 days. Of course, it will include all his NBA, it will include all his college basketball, NFL, college football, NHL. Your 7-day all sports pass, a really good value right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. You could also add a second capper with that, 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. Keep up your great work, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
I tell you what, it's been good luck coming on the drive-through because I just say, hey, we're going to keep this streak going. I'll catch you on Friday, give out some more free picks, and let's keep the winning going.
Keep the winning going indeed. All right, let's continue on. Brian Bitler here on the drive-through. Let's continue on here. We're going to have Jay up next. I hope he's connecting. He's had some connectivity issues on the show. Let me see if we got him on the screen here. We're trying to get, he signed in a little late. Responded late, and we could not really give him the tech support with this getting this close to the show, but I don't see him here. Let's see. Jay Briggs, Jay. Let's see if we can bring in Jay here right now. Let's just try it. See if let's see if he's wired in. Jay Briggs. Let's see if we can find him here. Like I said, I've got to get refamiliarized with this controller now that we've changed the look of the show, and we also changed the order of everybody. Let's see if Jay is in here. I know we've had some difficulty. Yeah, we've had some issues getting him on signed in, so we're going to move ahead here on the drive-through, and we'll go ahead and welcome in Brad Francis. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does great work up there. Let's see if we can find Brad right now. Let's see here. Whoop. Here we go. There's Brad to go. Ready to go roll here with Brad Francis. Brad, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Tony? How are we doing today?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. NFL, we're looking at here is the Colts take on the Steelers. The Colts are laying 2.5, total 39.5, but you'll be looking at this one a different way.
Yeah, Tony, I'm looking at the Colts team total here, and I like the under 20.5. I think this is a great spot for the Steelers defense, especially with TJ Watt back. The Steelers, they love to bring pressure to quarterbacks. They rank 5th in the NFL when it comes to blitz rate, and Matt Ryan actually ranks 31st in the NFL against the blitz. So I think TJ Watt and this D-line are going to have a field day, especially after a tough defensive appearance against the Bengals last week. And I was looking at the Steelers schedule. So far this year, they've played some tough teams. They've played the Bills, Eagles, Dolphins, Bucks, the Bengals twice. So this team is battle-tested, has played against some very tough offenses so far this season. So I expect them to use that experience and adversity to their advantage against a Colts offense that isn't going to blow you away by any means. So yeah, give me the Colts team total under 20.5 points. I think it's going to be a tough night for Matt Ryan.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. Brad here on the Colts and the Steelers here to go under. The Colts team total under 20.5. Yeah, when you look at the offensive line here for this Colts, so they're giving up nearly 5 sacks a game, and you got that Steelers pass rush coming at you.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I know Matt Ryan's probably in the locker room right now like, damn, all right, I got to get ready, maybe use my wheels tonight because they're going to be coming in after me.
Yeah, that's no doubt about that. It's going to those quick throws and, running. We'll see if they run the ball. Steelers defense really strong. It's Colts team total under 20.5. This game will have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time over on ESPN. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action as we put up the numbers here. Doing great work here in college basketball to start the season, and we do have a pretty good college basketball card. We're getting into these home courts now, and we're getting into this. I think we have a game up here from the Big Ten and ACC Challenge. We've got a few other games as well, but a big NBA board. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I'm just sticking to basketball tonight. I've been finding my groove with the college basketball lately. So I got 3 basketball plays today. You can buy them in one package. It's my 2 favorite college basketball plays, and then my favorite NBA play as well. So it's a solid basketball card. So I'm just going to stick with that today. Just have 3 plays up on the site.
That's right, guys. I get on board here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs. You see the results here have been really good here. 551 units of profit in college basketball tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got that 3-pack here, making money basketball up there. So get on board. Of course, this is profit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is profit guarantee. So also here we are on a Monday. It might be a great time for you to go ahead and get on board here with Brad's 7-day all sports pass. Get all of Brad's premium plays for 7 days. We'll include all his NFL. Of course, we got NFL here Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. All of his college hoops. I talked about some of these college basketball matchups we have this week with the Big Ten, ACC Challenge, and more, as well as NHL, NBA, and NFL, college football. We've got some good college football games come up here Friday and Saturday. That's also included in that 7-day pass. Use a promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll be able to save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that. 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brad, as always, great having your show. We'll talk on Friday. We're looking at a UFC card next week.
Yes, sir. We do got a UFC card this week. So me and Mills will be live after the morning show. Very
good. Check out Saturday after the morning show with Brad and Mills. All right, Brad, have a great rest of the week. We'll talk Friday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it, Brad, here on the Drive Through. Brad Francis. Guys, if you miss any picks, we'll recap them at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. I see that Jay signed in, so we'll go to Jay next. He was up second, so let's get to him right now. Jay Briggs, you'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Check him out for the halftime show tonight here with Mitch of that Steelers and Colts game. So let's see if we get Jay in right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Jay Briggs. Jay, what's happening? You're on mute there, Jay. I can't hear you. No sound coming in. I thought I heard something. Nope. Let's see. Maybe we can sign in. Still no sound there for me, Jay. Maybe you got some sort of sound issue there with Jay. Let's see if we could get him here. Let me make sure we got his. No sound coming in from Jay. And I got everything signed. Yep, everything. Boop. Hang on a minute. That's me. You there, Jay? Nope. Let's see if we can get Jay back.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. There he is.
There
all right, go. Jay, what's happening? All right.
All right. What's going on, Tony? A lot of technical difficulties for me today.
Yeah, we'll get it right. We'll get it right. It happens. It's all right. Here we go tonight, 8 Eastern time. We have the Pelicans here to host the Thunder here with New Orleans laying 5.5, total 232.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Pelicans here. As we were doing this, I just seen that Brandon Ingram is listed as out for this one, but I still like the Pelicans here in this one. I think they're just a better team. I would love to take my Thunder buddies and take the points. You know, I'll be on the Thunder quite a few. But here tonight, I just think the Pelicans are in a good spot. I think tonight's going to be the Zion show. I think he kind of flexes his muscles a little bit, and the Thunder get beat up on by the Pelicans, who play their better basketball at home. The Thunder really are struggling right now. They've only won one of their last 5. I don't like this spot for them here tonight, so I'm going to take the Pelicans here tonight and lay the points.
All right, Jay's going to go ahead and take the Pelicans here, lay the points here against the Thunder, which we got to correct that graphic. We got Jay in a little bit. But anyway, we've got the Pelicans laying the 5.5. And, it's a situation here, as we talked about here with Ingram. When Ingram went out, we saw that last year with this team. When Ingram was out, they got off that horrible start. And that's always got to be in the back of your mind here with Ingram's out. And, of course, you're also dealing with his backcourt, someone in the backcourt with the McCollum out as well.
Yeah, they still have a few pieces that I like over there in New Orleans, like Trey Murphy and Jose Alvarado can play some good defense. So I think they'll be pretty okay. Like I said, Oklahoma, they play in spurts. And right now they're not in a good one. They're on a bad one right now. And I don't think that on the road they're just going to magically fix it. So I think the Pelicans, even throughout with the injury, they can get it done. What I've learned this NBA season so far is not to overreact to injuries in or injuries out. Hey, that's just the NBA right now. So I'm not going to overreact to it, and I'm going to stick with the Pelicans. I think they can still get this one done.
All right, Jay's taking the Pelicans, lay the 5.5 against the Thunder. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. As we got a big NBA board up there for us tonight here. As of course, so we've got you there. We'll get the graphics set to go here. But anyway, really a good start here. You had some numbers here in the NBA when you started off here. But college basketball, you're also showing profit right now. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. For me tonight, Tony, I got 3 plays up there on the site. I have 4 plays up there on the site. I have 3 NBA up there tonight, and I have an NFL. So I absolutely love tonight's card, man. I got my $15 NBA Jam Session play. You can get it as well in a 3-pack. And then I have my NFL best bet up there as well. So a lot of action for me tonight. We dropped our NBA best bet last night. We looked to bounce back. We hit our NFL one, so scoop that one up as well. Let's continue stacking units. Pair me up 2-for-1 capper special with some of these hot guys right now. Also, check out my capper page. We're running the Cyber Monday sales right now, man. I got some crazy deals going on today. So on the 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day. I also have an NBA pass up there for you guys today, too, for a monthly due to the Cyber Monday pass. So go check that out as well. Let's continue stacking units here at Pick Dogs, man. And check out my jam session tonight and for tonight's action. And I'll see y'all at halftime tonight with Mitch.
That's right, guys. Got a board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. Pim's got his NBA Jam Session up right now. $15 here. Credit guarantee must turn a profit. The amount is credited back into account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in there, Jay with the best bet from the NFL here. We got that Monday night game. And of course, NBA plus money dog of the day. Also a 3-pack in there. Affordably priced at $40. Cyber Monday 3-pack as he mentioned. But again, probably your best value right now is get on board here with Jay's 7-day all sports pass. Get all of Jay's plays for this week on a Cyber Monday weekly pass deal right now. So get on board. Discounted $30 off regular price here on Cyber Monday. So get on board. Use promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You get all of Jay's premium plays here for 7 days. Included are your NFL here for Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. College football here. Championship Sunday as well. Championship Saturday as well as Championship Friday. Of course, that Buffalo-Akron is not for a championship game. Buffalo is trying to become bowl eligible, so that's one of those early games in there as well. College hoops and NHL as well. 7-day pass, your best value here over at Pick Dogs here on the Monday. Use promo code PICK at checkout. We'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, we got you on here. Great having you on the show. Keep up the great work. We'll tune in at halftime. You and Mitch here with the halftime show here with the Steelers and Colts. And, of course, we'll check out your Jam session from the NBA. Lost your sound again there, Jay.
Yeah, like you said, jam session for the NBA tonight. Halftime as well. Hopefully we get a good one tonight. Some of these primetime ones haven't been that good. The last night was pretty okay, so hopefully we back-to-back. These two teams aren't the greatest right now, so hopefully we get a good one. See y'all at half for that one.
Yeah, see y'all at halftime. You got Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Check him out at halftime. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to bring in James Clark next. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Stream. James done really good over on the site. Let's see if we can get him here. We've got to remember where, again, we have changed our graphics and we've also changed our control board. So it's going to take a few days for me to get reacquainted with everything. So I appreciate your patience here as we get reacquainted with everything here. Let's bring him in right now. James, what's happening?
Not much, Tony. How are you tonight, buddy?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Tonight we're going to be looking here at the NBA as the Boston Celtics will be home to the Hornets. Celtics are laying 10.5, total sits 225.
Yeah, guys, you look at these two teams, they going in two different directions. Boston has been red hot here lately. But, I like the Hornets tonight. I know just seen it went up to 12, plus 12, because I think another one of the Hornets players was out. But, Brown ain't playing tonight. And, it's going to be the Tatum show. Boston's got a few injuries out. Hornets has got quite a few players out, a lot of their main players. But, I think Boston's going to come in here, a letdown spot, looking for a gimme. And I think it's scrappy Hornets team, keeps us within the number we got here, guys. So
right.
I really like the Hornets here, plus the point.
All right, James is going to go here with the Hornets here, plus the points here against the Boston Celtics. We can let you know here, and the injury front here, we'll update you here. We know Ball's been out, Hayward out, Martin out, Rozier is out. That's the big name there. Rozier out, Hayward, Smith. On the Celtics side, we know Gallinari and Williams have been out for much of all the season. But the added outs here have been Brown and Horford. Horford's been late here on the injury report, is out, is now here for Boston.
Yeah, like I said, both teams got some big players out, and I think Boston still thinks this is going to be a gimme. With you got new players coming in that wants to earn some minutes, especially for the Hornets side, and I look for them to step up here. And Boston at home, think it's going to be an easy cover, and I like the Hornets to cover the number here.
Yeah, and then there's one thing to note here. There is some big advantages here on the Hornets. They have pretty much a huge rest advantage. 2 days off here, and of course you got back-to-back for Boston, James. Not only that, it's their third game in 4 nights.
Yeah, it is. Boston's, but they've been playing really good. I know in the back-to-backs they've been playing really good, but I just think, like I was saying, I just think this is they're going to think they can coast through this game, with the big win, and I think the Hornets are going to come in and go toe-to-toe with them and keep it below the number here.
All right, there we go. We got James here on the Hornets up +10.5 against the Celtics. This one will have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, we got a big NBA board up there for tonight, doing great results here over the past year. It's been a fantastic numbers here from James. Even when you look at all his numbers here, the NFL, 1,888 units of profit. Also, showing great profit there, of course, for the year. Also, over 1,700 units of profit. Last 30 days showing great profit. Last 7 days. Yesterday coming off a winning day. Big NBA card. We've got that Monday night game tonight between the Colts and Steelers, as well as college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got quite a few plays going on tonight, guys. I got 3 different 3-packs. I got an NBA 3-pack, 3 of the best plays that I really like. I got a college basketball 3-pack that I really like. I also got my 2 best NBA plays in the NFL game tonight. And I also got one play from each sport in a 3-pack. So I got quite a few different 3-packs up. Coming off a monster day yesterday with a 7-0 sweep yesterday. And also, guys, check out the Cyber Monday. Deals we got going on, 3 to 7, 30-day, and even the year. If you go check out my prices, you'll see I've lowered every one of them from the 3-day to $25, 7-day $50, a month down to $100, and then the year down to $200. I've lowered every one of them. But that's just for today, just for Cyber Monday after 12 o'clock hits. The price is going back up. So check those out, guys. They're, like I say every time I'm on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. So team me up with any of them. Let's put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right, guys. I get on board with James Hawk over at Pick Dogs. You see the great results here in the NFL, but also the year, 1,757 units of profit, also showing over 500 units of profit last 30 days, last 7 days, coming off a winning day here yesterday. Also, Clark here with a 3-pack. He's bundled his NFL and NBA best bets together in a 3-pack. Formally priced here at credit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is credit guarantee. Also in play here with a standalone 3-pack from the NBA. A lot of 3-packs up here from James. College basketball in there as well. But again, here we are on a Monday. Probably your best chance and best buy right now is get that 7-day all sports pass here from James. Get all of James' premium plays here for 7 days. In play would be his NFL premium plays here for Monday, Thursday, as well as Sunday. Also in play is James's college football here for Friday and Saturday. All his NBA this week, all his college basketball this week. Your 7-day all sports pass. Really great value here on a Monday. Take advantage of all the week action and all the action on the weekend. When you get that 7-day pass, use a promo code PICK at checkout. You will save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that. 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Keep up the great work. We see these numbers have been fantastic, man, since you've come on the scene here of over a couple of years now over at Pick Dogs, and it's been almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah, it has, Tony. I've been on it for 2 years, man. I loved it. Glad, got Mitch gave a chance, with the contest here, and I took advantage of it. Which shows, it shows guys, if you're really and willing to do this, somebody gives you a chance like Mitch did, and just take advantage of it. Always, enter the contest, and yeah, you could be sitting here yourself.
That's right. All right, James. Appreciate having you on the show. Hope we can contact soon. We'll talk later.
All righty, Tony. Appreciate you having me on the show. Let's cash some tickets tonight, guys, and good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everyone. James Hark here on the drive-thru. Reminder, guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap at the end of the show. El Ninos will help us out with that. Also expecting us a surprise guest at the end of the show. Looks like we could get Chris on the show here at the end to close us out. But El Ninos will help us out on the recap. But let's go ahead and bring in El Ninos in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring him in right now. I think he's doing some really good work over there on the site at Pick Dogs, as well as in the NFL. Has been a good start for El Ninos. Let's get him in right now. Here we go. El Ninos ready to roll here. Here we go. El, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you doing, Tony?
Doing awesome. Let's take a look at the game for tonight for El Ninos. We're on the right game, yeah, but it's not the Thunder. It's the Rockets. Rockets here will be facing here the Nuggets tonight. We know the Nuggets are big favorites here, laying 11.5, total 228.
Oh, man, I would have gladly taken the Thunder getting 11.5 there over these Rockets that we're looking at. But, I still think they have their fighting chance here. Obviously not the best team in the league, but they've been stepping up a little bit lately. And Denver, pretty disappointing season, really. They have a winning record, sure, 12-7, not that bad, but they haven't been playing up their potential or anywhere near it, really. Coming off a couple wins, but I just think it's still been a couple weeks since they've won by more than 10 points. So not quite ready to lay 11 points with them just yet. And I do think they win this ball game, but I wouldn't be shocked if they lost it outright. They've had a couple of disappointing outright losses recently too. So I'm definitely on the points here. Give me the Rockets and the 11 points. And I think it's a lot more competitive than this line suggests. So I think we definitely keep it within single digits here.
Yeah, we got El Ninos here on this one between the Rockets. He likes the Rockets here, plus the 11.5 here against the Nuggets. Hard to argue that one here when you look at the way the Nuggets defensively play. Not a good defense. We know Green is out. Gillespie's out for most of the season. Porter and Highland look to be out as well. Those are both doubtful right now here for the Denver Nuggets. And, when you just think of Denver, you just think of a team that's really out there just trying to outscore teams. And, they were actually fortunate in that game against Clippers. The Clippers missed 15 of 34 free throws in that game, or that might have been a totally different result there.
Yeah, they were obviously missing their two best players, too, in that one. So, yeah, not as impressive as that win looks on paper, that's for sure. And, again, their last one before that was the Thunder, but they didn't blow them out. They won that one by 5. I mentioned a couple disappointing losses. They lost to the Pistons. So if you can lose to the Pistons, I definitely think the Rockets I wouldn't count them out. I'll just put it that way. Yeah. But I'm definitely not laying 11 points here, that's for sure.
Yeah, tough to lay that pound of money when you look here at the Nuggets over their past 5 games, giving it a 50% from the floor, nearly 40% from 3. Rockets plus 11 against the Nuggets. This one will have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. All right, El Ninos. So let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action as we're heading into a pretty big NBA card, and we're showing good results here from El Ninos over the past 7 days. 1,148 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs. Big NBA card tonight. Got that Monday Night Football game as well. Some college hoops, hockey. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, just put out some Cyber Monday discounts of my own if you want to check those out. Definitely your best deals by far. And if you're just looking for single packages, I got a 3-pack of my best bet in the NFL, NBA, and NHL. I got those sold individually as well if you're just into one of those sports. And got a 3-pack in the NBA as well. So that's been pretty hot. And I like those 3 games I got there.
That's right, guys. Again, aboard here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. It's doing great work over the last 7 days. You see the numbers: 1,140 units of profit coming off a monster day yesterday. Puts together a 3-pack, calls it his alphabets. here with in the on the site is best bet from the NFL, NBA, and NHL all in one package. So get on board there. Also sells the plays individually. If you're just looking for NBA, it has put together an NBA 3-pack as well here on the board. So get on board here with Al Ninos. Also in action here with Cyber Monday specials. Here we are here on a Monday. Good chance to get on board with the Al 7-Day Al Sports Pass. Get all of Al Ninos' premium plays here for 7 days. That includes his NFL. Also includes all his college football. Remember, we got college football here Friday as well as Saturday. And also NBA, college basketball, NHL. And don't forget the World Cup, because Al is in action here in the World Cup as we're just hitting to match 3 tomorrow. The final group stages begin tomorrow. A lot of drama involved in a lot of these groups, guys. So it starts to get really nerve-wracking here as we get into the final game of the group stages. A lot of big games coming up here in the World Cup as teams are trying to get into that knockout stage. And this is where the drama begins. So check it out and get on board with Al Ninos with that 7-Day Al Sports Pass. Use promo code TICKET and you'll be able to save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up that great work here. We'll talk with you a little bit later here on the recap.
All right, see you in a minute, Tom.
Got Al Ninos here on the drive thru. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And we also welcome you guys to like, subscribe, set notifications, so when we're live, you're live with us to get these picks in real time to get the best numbers. All right, I think we took Jovan, we passed Jovan by mistake, so let's get back to Jovan here, getting ourselves reacquainted here with this new design here on the drive-thru. So it's going to take a few days to get acquainted here with the board here, but I think we're getting closer as the show moves. So let's bring Jovan in right now. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? I thought you forgot about me.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot, just rolling around here. But anyway, tonight we're going out to the West Coast as these Lakers, 7-11 Lakers, will be hosting the Pacers. The Lakers 3.5, total 237.5.
Yeah, and shockingly, I'm on the over with these guys. I mean, it's tough taking the Lakers over, and with this team, but they're playing a Pacers team, who does like to give up points and does like to score points, sometimes. But in this one, there's a couple trends that really spoke to me in this one. Number one, the Pacers are 4-0 in their last 4-0 to the over in their last four games as what was the stat? The last 4 games with no rest on the second night of a back-to-back. That spoke to me, because second night of a back-to-back, third game of 4 nights, on heavy legs. You know what I'm saying? And it's really going to affect the defense, if anything. And as for the Lakers, they're 6-2 to the over in their last 8 home games. So something must have clicked with this Lakers team. They got LeBron back in the fold. With the situation with him every night, he could just call his own number and want to rest. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with his sidekick over there, Anthony Davis. So never know with those two. It could be in, it could be out, but I think both of them are going to be in. That's production, especially with LeBron. The way he likes to play. So yeah, I'm expecting a high-scoring game in this one. It's like I said, it's tough. Taking the over with these games, especially with the total set at what it is right now, 237.5. But I think they both get there. You saw what the Lakers did to the Spurs, dropped 143 points and gave up 138. So they're quite capable of giving that up to the Pacers, who, if they get hot with the guys like Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Mathurin, guys like that, it's going to be a barn burner. And I think that's what's going to happen tonight.
All right, we got Jovan here at Pacers Lakers over 237.5. Yeah, the Pacers need to use their name Pacers. Play at a fast pace against this Laker team. That you're the Pacers, you're supposed to play fast. And when I hear Halliburton, I hear Hield, you know what I think of? No defense.
Right, yeah, absolutely no defense. Not even defense optional. Defense not necessary. You know what I mean? So, that's just the way these guys play. And looking at them, they've gone under in 3 out of their last 4. I think it's high time that they put points to the board and not hover around like 100 points in their last couple losses. So I expect a good showing from them. I expect a good shooting night from them going up against this Laker team as well.
Yeah, and I think the key here is I don't think you should have Davis and Westbrook on the floor together. Davis is really starting to play well, but I don't think Davis and Westbrook belong on the floor together.
I don't think Westbrook's supposed to be, well, should be on the court anymore as it is, man. But hey, that's another story entirely. You know what I mean? I think his days are, are well past him. But hey, he's in the league for a reason, I guess. It's not for shooting. That's for damn sure. So you know, yeah, but that combination just doesn't mix in my book as well. So Davis, he could generate enough offense on his own. And what Westbrook does when he's on the court, he does some of the most inexplicable things that you could imagine on the court. Especially, say with shooting the ball, and then sometimes he just drives in. He's always been one of those guys that just goes from point, 0 to 60, up and down the court. But it seems like, as the older he gets, just like with a lot of guys, they think their mind could still do some of the things physically that they can't really do anymore. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think what ruined him was that triple double stuff they give him. They turned him into a player that went in business for himself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the case. When you're chasing stats, it's kind of a double-edged sword. But it was needed when he was in OKC. You know what I mean? And if he was that type of player, like he was 5 years ago, that'd be one thing. But he's not that player anymore. Once you reach your physical peak and then it goes on the back nine, you got to learn to adjust. The great ones adjust. He hasn't.
I'm telling you where he's going to be pretty good. He'd be pretty good. Ice-T 3-on-3. He'll be a stud in that league.
Oh yeah, the Ice Cube 3-on-3.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, big three. Yeah,
big three.
Hey, listen, a guy like him who's been at the pinnacle of his game, like he has, he's not gonna do that. He won't do that to himself.
Oh man, he wants the spotlight. He'll definitely want the camera.
Yeah, he wants the spotlight. Top 75, NBA player. He's not gonna do that.
He'll be the poster boy of the big three. Ice Cube will love that.
Yeah. He would be the big dog over there, but nah, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna stoop to that level.
All right. Pacers, Lakers.
He doesn't want to be on the court with the likes of Steven Jackson and Katino Mobley and guys like that. Nah, not him.
That's right. Who was that guy that was all tatted up on Denver? I thought he was on that league too. Oh God, what's his name?
Yeah, Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman. The Birdman's over there too. All right, here we go.
Yeah. A lot of some of those guys, were big dogs in the league. Guys like Joe Johnson, guys that could fill it up, but they weren't quite at the pinnacle of their game, quite to the level of Westbrook. The only guy that you could say that was part of affiliated with the big three was Allen Iverson, and he barely played.
Yeah.
That was just for promotional purposes. But guys that actually been on the court with the big three and putting in work, yeah, he wouldn't do that. That's an ego thing. That's a pride thing.
That might be that, no doubt about that. The Pacers, Lakers over 237.5. This one to have a start time here late tonight, 10:40 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. We'll bring up the board right now as Jovan has been putting up some nice numbers up here. 1,914 units of profit here for this year. It's been fantastic work here from Jovan. All right, Jovan, tonight we've got big NBA board. We got that one NFL game, some college hoops as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time to get this money with my money bag Monday Night Football Mayhem play. I put out the Mayhem play every Monday, and most times they hit. So I think it's going to be another hitter for Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? Cash that in. So also check me out on the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. I got a rest of the year Cyber Monday pass for you for the low of $280 for the rest of the year. That's about it's $80 lower than what my monthly goes for. So check that out. You can also have another I also have an NBA play sold individually. So check that out. But match me with one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 Capital Emotional. You can't go wrong over here at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. There's a lot of us that's hot. So all you gotta do is go grab up one of those packages and let's make some money.
That's right, guys. Make money indeed with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. Bringing great yearly numbers, 1,914 units for the year. Also showing great profit last 30 days, 1,134 units of profit. Jovan has his Monday Money Bag, Monday Night Football Mayhem up there, $19 premium play, so get on board with that. Also in action here with the NBA, a smack package, of course, from Jovan. But again, here we are on a Monday. Good chance to get that weekly All Sports Pass. Get all of Jovan's premium plays for 7 days, include all his NFL. Remember, we have NFL here on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. His college football. Got college football here on Friday as well as Saturday. NBA, full boards, college basketball. We're getting some really good conference versus conference leagues here. We got Big Ten and ACC Challenge. A lot happening this week. So get on board with Jovan with that 7-day All Sports Pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also match up Jovan with another capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you here on Friday. But I know you also contribute on the Pick Dogs channel with your parlay video.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna go as soon as I get off the show. I'm gonna go and scour the earth for a nice 2-teamer. Say something to sink for the people to sink their teeth in so they could get some money.
That's right. You got 3 NBA and you got a lot of college hoops on Tuesday, so we'll get to work right there with that. All right, Jovan, keep up the great work. We'll talk on Friday.
Absolutely. Have a great night. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday indeed. Jovan Burts here on the drive. Let's continue on here on the show, guys. If you miss any picks, we'll recap you here at the end of the show. We got a special appearance here from Chris Ruffalo. So let's bring in Chris right now, making a special appearance here on a Monday. So let's bring him in right now. Pinch hitting here for Rod Zawacky, the other member of the morning team who was unable to join us today. But let's find Chris here on this new board. So there we go. I think we found him. Bring in Chris right now. Chris, what's happening?
Good Lord, Tony, how could you miss me on that? But I know it's a new board, but man, I love it. I like the green room back here. You got new seats. I got to work my butt groove into one of them, but it looks great.
Nope, appreciate that. And Chris, I know you've been putting great performances over at Pick Dogs. Seen you over 3,700 units of prop here the last 30 days. What do you got for us tonight?
Well, tonight I decided to come on short notice and decided to pull out a play that I was keeping for personal use here. But I like the under between Minnesota and Virginia Tech. I originally liked Virginia Tech on the morning show and in our video, and I still kind of do like Virginia Tech here. But I like the under a lot more now that I've dug into it throughout the day. This is just going to be a slow-paced matchup. I think the tempo of both teams is going to sort of dictate where this game finishes from a total perspective. You've got Virginia Tech 333rd in the country in adjusted tempo. Minnesota 356th in adjusted tempo. These are two teams that played a snail's pace, moving the ball up and down the floor. So I think this is going to be one of those very ugly. This is why the one Big Ten and one of the Big Ten ACC matchups is on Monday when no one's really going to pay attention to it. But this is going to be an ugly game. I think this one's staying well under the 120s. I wouldn't even be surprised if it finished in the 110s. So, give me the under between Virginia Tech and Minnesota.
Go under here, Virginia Tech and Minnesota from Chris. Yeah, when you look at this Minnesota team, it's been pretty dismal. I mean, it hasn't been pretty at all. When you look at their shooting, it's been poor. At the free throw line, 55%. High turnover team, 301st in the nation in turnovers.
Yeah, and last time I checked, it's hard to keep yourself within range in a game when you're giving the other team the ball, and it's not a good look. And like you mentioned, Tony, the free throws, that's one of the things that stands out to me, especially in college hoops. If you want to be able to keep yourself in any sort of game, you've got to be able to hit your free throws. And this is a game script where I do anticipate Minnesota playing from behind a lot. So you have to be able to take advantage of the scoring opportunities when the clock is stopped. And it sounds cliche for college hoops, but it is what it is. It's the biggest advantage that you can have is being able to score with no time coming off the clock. And like you said, Minnesota has not been able to do that. The turnovers have been killing them. I'm surprised they're even 4-2, to be honest with you. Yeah, and of course, they had to get past Cal Baptist in overtime. They almost lost that game out in San Juan Capistrano, out my way. Then they lose to UNLV. They're one against a major conference team. They hosted DePaul, which looks improved, but still at home against DePaul, they lose by 16, scoring only 53. So the question is, do they even break 50 tonight? That is a good question, because if you can score 53 at home, what are you going to do against Virginia Tech on the road? And I know some people may not be comfortable with laying that many points with Virginia Tech, but it's just like you said, Tony, the level of competition just hasn't suggested that this is going to be a good spot for Minnesota. I mean, look at the other 3 games that they've won this season against 280th ranked Central Michigan, 351st ranked St. Francis, New York, and 307th ranked Western Michigan. A game against Western Michigan that Minnesota only won by 1 point at home. So I think this is just going to be a rock fight. I think this is going to be, like you said, I think Minnesota's going to struggle to score 50 points. So this is going to be an under for me all day.
Under here with Virginia Tech and Minnesota. This is your game. It will be here. It's a late night game, I believe. What do we got? We have either 7 Eastern or 9 Eastern. Let me double check. I was looking at this one. I was on my radar also. 7 Eastern time, ESPN 2 on that one. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Room, where you've been putting up some monster numbers over on the site. Let's put up the numbers right now. We can see here 3,707 units of profit last 30 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs. And tonight, they're also showing great profit for this year, over 2,000 units of profit. Big NBA board, got a lot of college hoops actions. Kind of board you kind of like with these smaller schools up there. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Jeez, my way to blow up my set over here. But no, I love those smaller schools. But tonight I got a couple things on the go. I got my NFL Platinum play for the football matchup tonight. Also got an NHL 3-pack and a college hoops 3-pack as well. And we always talk about the long-term passes. You can see we've had a great last 30 days. Popped onto the yearly leaderboard as well. We're hoping to keep it going strong heading into the end of 2022. And this is the time to hop on long term. You have all the major sports going on. If you're on one of my long-term passes, you're getting my 2 NBA plays, premium plays that I have for tonight as well. That's the only place that you can get them is with one of those long-term passes. And we always say 3 days, 7 day, all the way up to a year, whether it's just with me or someone else part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. But today for Cyber Monday, this is the time to check out a month pass, because I've dropped mine down to $249. It's just until midnight tonight. And if you guys watched the morning show, you heard Mitch. You get a monthly pass from anyone on Pick Dogs. You just reach out to Mitch. You can get Mitch's plays for a month for $100. So, that's cheaper than getting the 2-for-1 capper promotion as it is. And you're going to get one of us with Mitch as well. So definitely check that out at Pick Dogs Premium. I can promise you won't regret it. It's going to be the best thing for you.
That's right, guys. Got to go with Chris Rivolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great numbers here. 3,770 units of profit last 30 days. Also showing profit yesterday. Also for the year, over 2,000 units of profit. For tonight, he does have a college basketball 3-pack up there. Of course, credit guarantee, meaning you must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That's credit guarantee. NHL individual play, as well as a 3-pack here from the NHL. 3-packs here from college basketball. So he's really in action here. NFL play as well. But as Chris was mentioning, get that 1-month all sports pass from Chris. Get all of Chris's premium plays here for the month. He calls it his monthly main course. He's reduced it down to $249 for the month. Use promo code PICK at checkout, save 15% off. Also, you can add Mitch and 30 days of plays for an extra $100. And there you go with that 1-month all sports pass from Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dogs. Chris, thanks for coming in, pinch hitting here for Rod today. I know we can catch you on the morning shows every day with Mitch.
Yeah, you can. We always have a great time on those morning shows. But like I said, I always tell you, the drive-thru will always have a soft spot in my heart. And guys, before I go, I just want to say, make sure you smash that like button. It doesn't cost you a cent. You can see, Tony, all of us, we put in all this work, to give you guys the best possible product. Doesn't cost you a cent to help, but it helps us out a ton if you smash that like button. Like I dropped it in the comments, we can get to 100 likes by the end of the recap. I got a World Cup same game parlay for one of the early games tomorrow. It's at plus 275, but we can only do it with your guys' help to get us to that like goal of 100. So there's over 170 people watching here. Just like I said, just hit that like button. Shows us you really care and helps us out a ton. So definitely smash that like button.
Smash that like button, and indeed. All right, Chris, thanks for your help tonight, and we'll talk with you again on Wednesday.
Sounds good, Tony. Thanks.
Got it. Chris Ruffalo here on the Drive Thru. Guys, it's time for my pick, but I'll give you the breakdown after the recap because we are right near the witching hour here, and my game goes off later tonight. So let's get to the recap. Al Ninos will help us out with it. So let's get ahead and let's get to the recap screen right now. So I'm getting reacquainted here with the new board. All right, here we go. We got recap. Al Ninos. Nope, Al Ninos is here with me. Here we go. Al Ninos will join me on this screen. All right, tonight we started off here with Brian. Brian liked the Kings +1 against the Suns. Jay here was on the Pelicans -5.5 against the Thunder. Brad was on the Colts team total under 20.5. Jovan was on the Pacers Lakers over 237.5. Al Ninos Rockets +11.5 against the Nuggets. We had James here, Hornets +10.5 against the Celtics. I'm going to be on the Bulls +2 against the Jazz. And of course, we got a pick here from Chris. He liked Virginia Tech and Minnesota under the total here in their game that's starting here top of the hour. All right, Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'm gonna go with the Pelicans. I know they're banged up, missing a couple key players, but they still got Zion. I think it should be close to that spread, but I'll go with the Pelicans.
Go with the Pelicans. All right, I'm going to go here with the. I like Brian's play on the Kings +1 against the Suns. The Suns defense, as we talked about on Brian's segment, without Chris Paul in there, their defense just has been performing poorly, and I've tracked that since Chris Paul left in that road game at Philadelphia. When he left that first half, the defense has gone south. All right, before we get to the recap, we got to the recap. Let me get back to my screen and get my pick for you. I gave you the pick. Let me tell you why I like it here. Bulls plus the 2 here against the Jazz. Well, I should set it up here with the full game odds here. Here we go. Jazz laying 2, total 236, and we're going to be here on the Bulls here, taking the 2 here against the Utah Jazz. Main issue here is the injuries here to Markin, and I think he's a key contributor here to this Jazz team, and it looks like it's kind of trending that he's not going to play. He does show up here as questionable. He's dealing with a knee, but they're also missing Juzang, Gay, Conley as well. Ball Caruso is a game-time decision, but I prefer Levine, DeRozan, Williams, Vucevic here in this Chicago lineup against this Jazz team that's lost 3 straight. And over those 3 games, they're giving up 125 points per 100 possessions. And the Jazz coming in with 2 days rest. We know that, the Bulls are coming in with 2 days rest. The Jazz with 1. So we'll be looking here at the Bulls here at +2.5. Guys, I have a 3-pack up there right now over at Pick Dogs. I bundled up a college basketball, NBA, as well as an NFL best bet. They start about an hour from now, so still time to get on board with that. My $15 premium play comes from Monday Night Football. So if you like that, you can purchase that by itself, or it's also bundled into my 3-pack. So don't buy them both. Just get the 3-pack and you'll be covered with my $15 premium pack. So get on board there over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board there. So my play here with Bulls +2 here against the Jazz. All right, let me go ahead and pull up our screen. We'll go right into the recap screen and let you guys know that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again, bringing our cappers in from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place, and we'll give out live free picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, it all gets started every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Chris, you got Rod Zawacky there. Also, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. We also have his betting tools show, Jay's jam session as he gives out that NBA rundown, Romanelli with his college basketball rundown, picks there on that show, as well as with Jovan's parlay video, and of course a lot of great shows throughout the week. NFL show there will be a Wednesday, Thursday with the college football show. Lots of great content over at Pick Dogs, so make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us. Get the picks in real time to get the best numbers. All right, that's going to do it here for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from our Pick Dog crew. Now we're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have yourself. We got something, Chris?
Yeah, Tony, we hit our like goal, so I'll give everybody the World Cup parlay very, very quickly. Tomorrow, take Netherlands. If you can take them to win via shutout, take them to win to 0 with over 2.5 goals. If not, just take Netherlands and over 2.5. I think they beat the tar off of Qatar.
Beat the tar off Qatar. They'll just be Ka. That's what they'll be.
They'll just be Ka.
They'll just be Ka. That's all they'll be is Ka. All right, and we'll leave it there. We'll leave it at that. Just Ka.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
They played like Ka for the World Cup, to be honest with you.
It's been bad.
It's been
very bad.
No, it is in pretty bad.
I don't want to drag it on. I know we're about to head off the air. I will just go on record saying this. They are the worst World Cup host in World Cup history in terms of the on-field product.
I'm glad you're here because it kind of bothered me when I heard those conspiracy theories about Ecuador dropping the game. Do people follow the South American qualifier is probably the most difficult in all of the World Cup qualifiers?
Yeah, no, there's no. I heard it too, and I just put $5 on Qatar to win just in case people were right. But in reality, there's no match fixing at the World Cup. I mean, maybe if there is, well, then so be it. But there's not to that extent where it's just going to be that heavily publicized. Like everybody got the inside track that Qatar is gonna beat Ecuador. Ecuador has been arguably the best team in that group. So,
and think about the teams not from South America that are not in the World Cup. Do you see Colombia? Do you see Peru? Right. Chile? Right. Bolivia.
If you could, and this is my theory on. I know this is going to sound weird. This is where I feel like the World Cup is like Survivor. You have some people that go on and it's just like they're there just to be there. But you take away a spot from somebody who would actually want to be there and who would actually put up a good performance, like an episode of Survivor. Somebody that quits on Survivor, it's like you took away the chance from somebody who actually wanted to be there and would have put forth a better effort than you. That's all. That's why I get a little bit ticked off, because Colombia should be there, Chile should be there, and we've got Qatar.
Exactly. That's no doubt about that. And of course, Chris, we can't let you go because people are in the chat room. They say, Chris, what do you think about the Rangers?
I'm assuming the New York Rangers. Okay, fine. Spoiler alert. I've got a premium on the New Jersey Devils.
There you go. There you go.
You guys squeezed one out of me. There's a lot of me to squeeze, but I will say I got a premium on the New Jersey Devils. Until that hot hand cools off, when you're getting a coin flip price with New Jersey, I think you got to take it. The Rangers, they still got a world class goalie in Shesterkin, but the Devils have just been on fire. So I got to keep riding the Devils.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Chris, and thanks, everyone, for standing by. See what happens when you stay tuned for the close. You never know, right? Everybody's, they're closing the show. You never know what you're going to miss. So stay tuned until we sign off.
And you always smash that like button, because we always tell you, a lot of us work on stuff in the lab, and especially me. I always love helping you guys out when we hit that like goal. It doesn't cost you a cent, but I can't stress enough how much it actually helps us behind the scenes. So thank you guys for everything, and thank you for helping us hit our like goal, and thank you, Tony, for putting together this new look. It looks fantastic.
Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate everyone here to help me out here on the drive-through with all the cappers with the contributions. Feel great that we're able to get them on our show and help us out with everything. All right, Chris, thanks a lot for coming in. Everyone, we're going to wave goodbye to you guys again, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow here on the drive-through.